Hi everyone, welcome to Lorraine Fitness. I'm Lorraine and today we're doing another upper body workout. So what are you going to need? You are going to need a pair of dumbbells. But don't worry, if you don't have a set of dumbbells, just run and grab those water bottles or canned goods that weigh the same amount. The second thing you're going to need is something to hold onto that's nice and tall in your house. So either like a pole, a door frame will do. I'm gonna use my banisters right here on my stairs for our leaning pec fly. So other than that, maybe just some water. We're gonna do a quick warm up and then we're gonna get right into it. And remember, this is your workout. So anytime you need a break, just pause. If you need more, do the workout more, then I'm gonna do it with you. Are you ready? Okay, let's get going. So let's just warm up that upper body. Take the arms and just swing them front and back, front and back. I always just wanna make sure we do a little tiny bit at the beginning. Warm up those muscles, get them all prepared. Get the heart rate up just a little bit. And you can always do more of a warm up as well than what I take you through. I try to be really cognizant of your time. I know you're busy people. All right, let's bend into those elbows and just take them out to the side, almost like you're doing a rear delt raise, except we're not holding on to any weights here. We're just, again, continuing to warm up those muscles. And it's pretty cool. Today we're just gonna do 5 different exercises. Let's take the arms out nice and wide. We're gonna arc the arms overhead, reaching to the opposite side. Yeah, and in this way we're getting into our abdominals as well, those obliques. Because we are gonna be, like I said, doing 5 exercises, 1 for the biceps, 1 for the triceps, 1 for the chest, 1 for the back, and 1 for the shoulders. And of course, a couple of those for sure. We'll make sure we're getting into those abdominals. We'll include that in our upper body. Why not? All right, I'm feeling nice and warm. I think we're just about ready here. So go ahead and grab your pair of weights or your canned goods, whatever it is you're using for today. I'm just using 5 pounds today. No big deal. I'm hanging onto this banister here, and it's a leaning one-arm pec fly. So it's all about the chest muscles, our pectoralis, yes. All right, so grab onto the banister, onto your pole, onto your door frame, and lean. Your body will be about a 30-degree angle here. And then you're just gonna let the dumbbell or your whatever it is you're holding onto hang straight down from the shoulder. Your fingernails are pointing in towards the leg. From here, you're gonna lift up with a tiny micro bend in the elbow to protect it. Kind of go cross body and squeeze. So you're feeling that nice engagement in the pec muscles here. All right, pull in the abdominals. Let's do this together. Lift and squeeze. Nice, slow lower. We're staying in control, no momentum. Lifting it up so the fingernails are pointing up towards the heavens. You got it. Beautiful. Lift and squeeze. Yeah, I was gonna say beautiful again, but boy, I say that a lot. And I'm sure you are beautiful. Let's see if I can find some different adjectives today. Yeah. Awesome. Stay with me. See if you can keep the shoulder nice and soft and relaxed. We're not hiking it up near the ears. Yeah. Finishing off this side here with the last 3. You got it. And you'll know right away if you're using too heavy of weights or too heavy of canned goods. That elbow will start screeching at you, so trade it out. That's okay. All right, now we're going over to the other side. So putting the weight in the opposite hand, finding your balance, finding that lean about a 30-degree angle. Shoulders soft and down, dumbbell head facing me. Let's do this together. Lift it up, cross body. Yeah, a little squeeze right there. So effective. Yeah. This is different than the regular pec flies that we do, and because of the way that we're doing this with the lean, we're utilizing gravity to hit those inner pec muscle fibers. Yeah. So nice, so nice. I know you're doing great. Don't worry if you're not doing it at the exact same rate as I am. Keep those abdominals pulled in. Here we go, finishing it off. 3 more right here. Lift and squeeze. Put your mind where that muscle is. Woo. Last one, let's go. Lift it up and squeeze. Nicely done. Okay, keep these weights, the 5-pound weights, we're gonna come into scarecrows. So this is all about those beautiful shoulders. So you could do these on your knees if you like. I like to stand, and for my money, I like to lift up one leg to, again, get those abdominals engaged. You don't have to. You can plant your feet hip distance apart. You're gonna take the dumbbells up to about your temples, making sure that the upper arms are parallel to the ground. From here, nice slow lower. You're just pivoting at the elbows so that your forearms are now parallel to the ground. And then inhale as you lift it back up again. All right, so you can be on 2 feet, or you can be standing on one leg to engage those abdominals. Let's do this together. Are you ready? Here we go. Nice slow lower. Again, today is not cardio day. So we're thinking, we're going slow, we're being mindful, intentional. Yeah, that's it, that's it. Now the leg, if you're on one leg, the leg that you're standing on, make sure that you've got a tiny bend in that knee. Yeah? A little more of an athletic stance, helps you to keep your balance. Don't want to lock out those joints. Yeah, and if you started on one leg and you start quivering and wavering away and you just can't hold on to it, then just put the leg down. That's okay, right? You can always come right back into it. So hopefully by now your shoulders are starting to feel this movement, this little rotation that we're doing, holding on to the weight. That makes it a little bit more challenging. Beautiful. Here we go. Our last 3. Slow lower and lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Final one. Yeah, you got it. Awesome. So the next round through, we're going to switch legs if you're on one leg like I was. Okay, here we go. We're going to get into our Zotmans. So Zotmans are just another way to do a bicep curl. We're going to begin with the palms faced forward, and your arms are in full extension here. And I'm just standing with my feet hip distance as always. Pull the shoulders back and down, pull that navel in. So we're going to do a regular bicep curl to begin with. When you get to the top, fullest part of your contraction, you're going to flip your palms towards me, reverse curl grip, reverse grip, yeah, and slowly lower it that way. Okay, so one more time. It's like regular bicep curl, flip, and lower. Are you ready? Of course you are. You probably already started. Let's do this. Lift it up, and flip, and down. Nice. You got it. Easy peasy, right? Now, I mentioned this before. Sometimes when we're working really hard and we're holding onto our dumbbells or our canned goods or water bottles or whatever it is we're holding onto, sometimes when things get a little tough, we just start squeezing the dickens out of it. And you really don't need to do that. It's not so much about the grip strength. It's very unlikely you'll loosen your grip so much that you drop the weights or the water bottles. So go ahead and just relax the grip a tiny little bit. Yeah, it's okay. There we go. Nice. Second thing I want you to watch for is those shoulders. So we're not caving the shoulders in towards the chest, particularly as we come down on the bicep curl. Beautiful. I know you're doing great. Almost done this one, just like that. Time just flies, hey? Beautiful. There, I said it again. Can't help myself. I find this world a beautiful place full of beautiful people. All right, there we are done those. Shake out the arms. Okay, so we did biceps. We need to get into those beautiful triceps. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna find our seat. I think I forgot to mention that you're gonna need a seat for this workout as well. Could be a bench, could be a chair. If you don't have one, pause, go grab it. I'm using my stairs because they're right here. So you're gonna place your hands right beside your hips. And it's all about the triceps, right? The back part here. Biceps are in the front, triceps opposing muscle group. So you want to make sure that the elbows don't flare up to the side. We take the elbows behind us when we're doing our dips to ensure that we're isolating those triceps. So step your feet away from whatever seat you're sitting on. And now for the modifications, so to make it a little easier, you can bend into the knees and then lower the tush down, keeping the elbows behind you. Exhale as you press it up. Okay, so are you ready? Let's keep the shoulders away from the ears, pull in that navel. I'm gonna go full or advanced version with the legs nice and straight. Let's go. Lower it straight down. Exhale, press it up. Keep the chest up nice and high, never collapsing. That's it. Just a small little movement. Now, if you happen to have something That's obviously a little deeper than my stairs here. You could dip the bottom down a little bit further. Just be careful that you don't stretch the front area where those pec muscles are too much. You also don't want to come too far out away from the stair or the bench or whatever you're on. Just be really cognizant of your body. Be listening to the messages that it's giving you, right? That old adage about no pain, no gain doesn't always hold true if it's the wrong kind of pain. We want to be working those muscles, really feeling it, but we don't want to be ripping or tearing anything. Goodness gracious, that would not be good. So this is a challenging one, and we're down to the last two. And one, let it go. Find your seat, roll out the shoulders, shake out the arms, whatever you need. All right, we're coming into our very last one here for the first set. We're coming into a renegade row. I love these. Okay, so you don't have to have your dumbbells on the ground. I like to have my dumbbells already in place. We're coming into plank first. So I'm going to take my body into my regular plank position, making sure my wrists are right over top of my shoulders. Notice my shoulders don't stay up. I pull them back and down. Now you could do these in a modified plank position. If you're going for the modified version, you're going to drop the knees down, but keep the belly pulled in, tight abdominals. You can still row up to your waist, alternating sides, in the modified plank position. If you want to go full plank with me, I think I'm going to turn just a tiny bit here. Just make sure in full plank position that you're taking your feet a little bit wider than you ordinarily would for a regular plank. Okay, let's do this together. Are you ready? Here we go. Exhale up to one side, lower it down, go to the opposite side. Yeah. So again, we're always focusing on what we're doing, concentrating, thinking about the muscles we're engaging, the muscles we're using, listening to how our body's responding, and then making any adjustments that need to be made. So again, if your body's shaking and trembling and your hips are really rocking back and forth, maybe you need to take the modified version for now until you work your way up to the full plank version. There's never any shame in doing the modified versions of any of the exercises. We often have to do that when we have injuries. So it would stand to reason that we also need to do it if we have certain limitations. All right, we're almost done, friends. Are you with me? We have two more per side. Lift, and we're squeezing the shoulder blades behind us as we lift. Lift and squeeze, and lower. Lift and squeeze, and lower. Well done. Lower those knees down. Find that water if you need a little sip. Take a little break. Then we're going to do it all over again. Good job. I know you did a great job. All right. So I'm just going to plant my weights back there. So they're there for me for the second round. We're starting with that leaning one-arm pec fly. So grab your lighter weights, or maybe you're super hardcore today. Maybe you've got heavier weights. I got to make sure I don't pant too much so you can still understand me. So go ahead and hang on to that pole, that bar, the banister, the door frame, whatever you have. Take that body into your lean. Watch the elbows, soft bend, yeah? Dumbbell heads facing me, shoulders back and down. Pull in those abdominals. We're going cross body, fingernails up to the ceiling. Let's go. Lift it up and squeeze. Big long inhale as you come back to the starting position. That's it, that's it. And we just keep doing it over and over. It's how we build our muscles. That's how we get strong. We're toning. Yeah. That's it, that's it. It's gonna be a beautiful day again today, my friends. Our days are what we make them, aren't they? Yeah, can't always rely on external circumstances. So that's why I've always got that smile on my face. And do a little bit of exercise every day. Releases all those endorphins, that serotonin, that feel-good drug that's all natural. Thank you so much, God. Yeah, or Mother Nature, if that's what you're thinking. All right. Squeeze. Beautiful. You are beautiful, I can say that. Last three, up and squeeze. Rest of the body. just hanging out. It's along for the ride. Well, it's not exactly hanging. Everything's in control. All right, let's take it over to the opposite side. Grab hold. Take that lean. Soft bend. Are you ready? Let's do this. Slow. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. And thank you so much for tuning in day after day. Many of you have been contacting me, sometimes through my Instagram page, sometimes via comments through YouTube. Some of you are local here to where I live. Some of you are Facebooking me, so thanks for all the encouraging comments. This channel is pretty new. If you're watching this years from now, I started this channel because of the COVID-19 pandemic, not being able to train anymore in the various gyms and studios that I work at. So that's why I'm here in my home, doing my thing, and I hope you're doing it along with me. Are we done? One more right after this. Let's do it. Up and squeeze. Good job, let it go. Let's come into those one-arm scarecrows, shall we? All right, so if you were on one leg on that first round, let's go into the opposite leg. I really hope this is the one that I was doing. I always think, oh, I'm gonna remember for sure, and I don't always. All right, weights up by the temples, forearms parallel to the ground, belly pulled in, let's go, slow lower, and lift it up. I will watch this back right after I tape it, and if I've done it wrong, I promise, I will do 2 sets on the other leg. Want to make sure we're nice and even. Awesome. Excellent. And remember, you don't have to be balancing here, right? You can be right here, just focusing on the arms, because we know that that's enough to worry about. But if you want that little extra, go ahead and work on that balance at the same time. Try to make sure you're not lowering the arms down. As you get tired, those arms are going to want to sink down. Don't let them. Lower and lift. Yeah, keep the shoulders soft, but those upper arms parallel to the ground. Yeah, that's it. I can see you. Beautiful. All right, let's finish it off. Last 2, right here. Lift and lower. Let's lift it back up and lower that leg. Well done. Okay, Zotmans. That's our bicep curl with the reverse grip at the top. We're gonna flip it on over. So let's see those beautiful fingernails. Pulling that tummy, shoulders soft. Let's go. Lift it up and reverse grip. Lower it down. And the elbows, they're just stationary. They're staying by the sides. We're not lifting and lowering the elbows. They don't have to be super tight into the side. Yeah, good job. Finding your way. And if you're never quite sure if you're doing it properly, even though you're following my directions, make sure you do this near a mirror. Mirrors are wonderful tools for making sure that you have the correct form. You just take a little gander over at yourself, check out your reflection, make sure those shoulders are away from the ears, the belly's tucked in. You're not arching the back. We want a nice, long, neutral spine. You don't want to arch because that creates lower back pain. Beautiful. That's it. Almost done this set. Keep the shoulders back. As I said, the tendency for the shoulders is what I'm going to want to cave in as you lower the weights. Don't let them. So much to think about here, yeah? Good. Last 2 right here. Lift. Twist, lower, and again. Lift, flip those babies over, and lower. All right, look at that, done. Tricep dips, or known as bench dips. Find your chair, find your bench, whatever it is you're dipping on, take those hands right beside the hips. Tuck those elbows in behind you. Lift the shoulders, or lift the head away from the shoulders rather, and then step away from your bench or chair. Again, remember, if you want modified, bend into those knees. Otherwise, join me for advanced, nice straight legs. Are you ready? Let's go. Slow lower, elbows behind. Exhale, press it up. And of course, as with all the other exercises we do, Tempo is variable. That is up to you. So you can absolutely pick up the speed if you want a little bit more. You really want to get your heart rate up. But do make sure you're still focusing on that form, yeah? Yeah, you don't want to rush through it and be sacrificing the good form. You don't want to cause injuries in the body. We also want to be intentional. So unless I'm doing cardio, I tend to go a little slower, except for my speech, as you can tell. Yeah, nice. So if you have a bend in your knees, maybe you want to straighten the legs just for 1 or 2. And if you've got straight legs and it's just like, oh, I wish you would just hurry up and be done, I can barely hang on, go ahead and bend into those knees. Take your feet flat onto the ground. Finish them off with me here. We're doing 3 more. Let's go. Elbows back. Press it up. Last 2. Press. Last 1. Lift. You did it. Well done. Renegade rows. Let's get down on that ground. Okay, my friends, finding those dumbbells. Again, those dumbbells are underneath the shoulders. I'm going to come slightly angled again so you can see a little bit better. Feet are a little bit wider unless you're in your modified plank. Are we ready? Sure we are. Let's go. Lift, squeeze, lower, staying in control. So it's really easy to let gravity take over and pull your dumbbell down. Don't let it, right? So we're not here. Staying in control. Nice deep breaths. Keeping the body and the mind nice and calm. Don't let yourself get panicky. Knowing that you can stop the exercise at any time. You can pause and come back later. Don't have to do it all now. Beautiful. Lift. How are those abdominals? Keeping them nice and tight? Because as we're in our plank, we're also working those abdominals. But planks are so much more than that, aren't they? I think that's why I do them every day. Because we're working our chest here. We're working our back. That's the main reason we're doing the renegade row, is to work that back. We're working shoulders, biceps, legs. Don't forget about those feet. Push back through the heel. Should feel the engagement through the legs. It's basically full body, but we're working on that back as we squeeze. Are we done yet? You're hoping I say so soon, aren't you? All right, let's finish it up. We will do 1 more per side right after this one. Here we go. Lift and squeeze. Last one. Lift, squeeze, and lower. Drop those knees. So there you go. We did 2 rounds of 5 exercises, and we're gonna do a quick stretch just to stretch out the muscles. If you are done and you're gonna stretch later, that's okay. Please make sure you do stretch. If it's not enough for you, go back to the beginning, do them again. All right, let's take one arm. I'm gonna go to the side again. Put it straight out in front of the chest, cross over the body, take this second arm, your second hand, and pull it in. Just keep the hand off of the elbow joint. And again, you could be standing for this, you don't have to be on knees. Beautiful. Stretching the biceps, stretching that posterior deltoid. This is a stretch I do almost daily as well. So, so good. Holding for at least 20 seconds. Sometimes I don't even do quite that much when I'm filming here, but I know that you're doing it for as long as you need to. All right, let's cross it over, opposite side. Really pull that arm in. You want to feel this. Yeah. And even with our stretches, it's important to have good form. So, not here, here. Yeah, there we go. Nicely done, nicely done. All right. So we're gonna come into the tricep stretch next. Take one arm straight up towards the sky. You're gonna bend into the elbow, taking your palm kind of behind you. Grab the elbow with your opposite hand. Gently pull it back. You should immediately feel that nice stretch in the triceps. Again, you can be standing. Breathe deeply. All right. Equal love for both sides. Flipping over, opposite arm now. Take it to the other side. Little stretch for those triceps. And you may not feel it much in your upper body today, but hopefully by tomorrow or the next day, you'll be feeling some of the muscles that we work today. That's often how it goes. All right, I'm going to show you a chest opening stretch since we did the one-arm pec flies. You can do it on the ground, but you can also do it against the wall. And I often do it on the ground in my yoga classes that you may have watched. But I think I'll show you on the wall here. Hopefully my pictures won't get in the way. So we're going to stand up against the wall. You're going to take one arm behind you. Keep it at shoulder height. I'll be knocking into my pictures here. And as you take your body right up against the wall, you can decide if you need to kind of face into the wall, but as you turn away from the wall, that's where that beautiful stretch happens. So that pec muscle there, the one we were really working, in the planks as well. Oh, and again, you just want to allow that shoulder to relax, hanging out here. Beautiful. So to do the opposite side, I don't want to turn my back to you, so I'm going to go over here and use this wall on my stairs. Might be a little bit awkward, but here we go. Do it with me. There we go. See, look at that. You can always find ways of adapting and modifying. So that arm is way behind you. You're turning away from the arm, feeling, right? You're feeling that stretch, and then deciding if you need to modify it all, if you need to go back a little bit because it's too intense, or if you can turn away from it even further. Oh yeah, so good. Staying here again for just another couple of breaths. Oh yeah. Then we're just going to do one more stretch. Okay, let's release. Come on up to a standing position. We're going to take our hands behind our body. Interlace the hands. Gently pull your interlaced fists, your knuckles down towards the ground, and notice how your shoulders kind of open up here. I just love that feeling. You could just stay standing, really feeling that. Maybe you want to lift up the chin. And for me, I'm going to dip over at my waist, bringing head below heart, lifting those knuckles, the fingers right up to the ceiling, coming into a nice forward fold. You'll feel this in the back of the arms, the front of the arms, the pec muscles. It just kind of feels marvelous, darling. Oh yeah. Why not shake up the head and shoulders, right? Shake or nod. All right, I think we are almost done here. So pull in those abdominals. You can either just come up, hinging at the waist, or you can roll up the vertebrae one at a time. Totally up to you. So friends, just one last thing to say. You know what I'm going to say. If you haven't yet, please click on the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of when I'm posting new videos, find that a little alarm icon, click all, and then you'll always get notified for when I put out a new video. Have an awesome day, my friends. Take care.